Alright, we're back at the entrance to the steam tunnels, and we're going to do the first part of the Shanticor chain. The Kobalds Blockade. Do we still have any hireling left? No. I have to watch it myself. It's not that hard, though. Since I didn't equip my Azzad augment, I went ahead and threw it in the Cloven jaw bow, so we're going to use that. Now, we're not using Insha''s helm, but we're going to use the Cloven jaw's bow against him to break the Kobalds blockade. I did one of the first optionals, and it's good that I have the bow. It's throwers and shaman, if I remember right. Remember if I have. I think these are ant rooms. I know it's so white. I don't think I can see it from all the way back here. White priest. We'll stay back here, so should be out of the range of its curses. I might get fingered of light. Alright. Well, that worked really well. That was your first optional, destroy the white priest. We have a kill accolade going, killing Kobalds. If long undefended corridors should make you don't make you suspicious, you're playing the wrong game. Hey look, it's a dead end. I wonder what possibly could happen. It's an ambush. I am so stunned. It's all pretty much just Kobold warriors. No real threat. But now you have a secondary kill objective. Kill all the Kobolds that are in the ambush. Yay! Kobald Exterminator. Hey. Well, they all came at me. I guess the aggro fixed a little something. There used to be one that would get stuck in here. And then there would be one that would just sit right here with his back turned, waiting for you to kill him. I mean, it was that bad. I mean, it was almost like the poor guy was going like, oh, just kill me. Don't be afraid to go back into dungeons a little bit to break up fights. You know, you might be wanting to get into a ranged duel with the casters, especially if you're soloing, but you gotta beat up the melees. He's trying to fear me. Do not do that. We're almost to the point where I'm not going to want to even use my melee weapons too much. I don't know how much aggro I'm going to pull here. I'm not getting the other side, which is good. These have a really long pull range. Their recall is very spread out. Targeting's been a little wonky. You need these to open up a couple of the gates that are throughout the tunnels. I'm not too sure which is which. I know one of them though is the gates down there for the swim to the other area. We have to go back up a ways. This is definitely a multi-level dungeon. So we've completed both of our Kobald kill accolades. But there are a couple more Kobalds to kill anyway. Breakables to break. This is a loser to use it shrine. Because where we're going, we can't go back up. Use crude altar. Use the bars to go down. And we're in a puzzle room. Now the thing about this puzzle is the fact that you have to get the light from there over to there without touching the floor. Avoid powering the floor, and that's these boxes on the side. The best way for me to solve them is to, first off, block off all access. I turn the things in a way so that you can't get to them. If they're powered, spiders come out. It's not a big fight, but then I work the puzzle backwards. And you can make it go both ways. Just coming from the unlit side, I'm right dominant, so I go over to the right side. Back over here and see how it's not that hard to get it to go over lefties. See? So whatever boats your float, this is a little bit bigger of a drop. Float. Zombies. Now we'll go ahead and hack them up real quick. That makes sense to me. Switch to any bow and arrow because zombies are resistant to both piercing and bludgeoning damage. Now we're going to go one side. There will be like their ghouls. Can never remember if they're ghouls or gas. I'm not too sure if they aggro on you or they just pop. But now we have to defeat some skeletons, so I'm switching to my Scrag Great Bow. Just an iron key, so we must be coming up against some kind of door. Is this the door? No, this door is locked. There is a chest there, some traps. It's pretty neat if you can pick locks. We're almost there. And I'll introduce Aethelwoad. Right, here come skeletons. We've got the arcane skeleton. We're gonna go ahead and yeah, there we go. Ha 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 ha. He thought he could beat me. He was wrong. He wasn't just dead wrong. He was undead wrong. Undead jokes are fun of corpse. Sorry, I had to take a drink of the coffee. Alright, behind this is actually the door the iron gate opens up. And when you walk in far enough, you're going to have to fight some of them there Kobalds. I'll go ahead and try to string them out for all their stringy worth. Obscuring mist only tends to work with melee. It doesn't work when you're inside the mist. If they're inside the mist and you're outside of it, you're gonna like just aim for the center of the mist. That's where they're gonna be. All right, behind this door, a chill chest. Behind this door is another optional. Is defeat the necromancer. I would highly recommend taking out the necromancer first because of the sleet storm. And you just saw how annoying that was. You usually get that in the swipe segment. Take out these zombies. We'll back off, switch weaponry. Beat up the skeleton swordsman. As you go through the game, you're going to collect quite a series of weapons. I know they make a whole joke about what a D&D person would be carrying. Because right now I'm carrying, 3 bows, 2 maces, and a longsword. You get a lot of weapons to carry around in real life. But here in Happy Magical Land, you have a much bigger carrying capacity than you would as a normal human being. And it has in-game reasons. Your backpack's not really a backpack as it is a set of bags of holding. Extra dimensional storage space. Which is the reason why, if I don't, in my pocket I can carry, a Buick. Yeah, funny, 10 years ago I had to explain that Buick was so unpopular, but now they're kind of hip and cool and whatnot. Got Shaquille O'Neal and Peyton Manning driving them in commercials. I could kind of believe Peyton Manning would actually drive one. It seems like a frugal kind of sort. Sells discount pizzas instead of good pizzas. Ah, the Trog ambush. You walk in here. And the doors close. And the trogs come out. You get stenched. Probably should have taken remove poison. A little bit more useful and remove disease at this level. But then again, the stench doesn't last very long here either. I just want to say there's a collectible there, but there's not. And if I said it where there was and there's not, then I'd be a lying liar. +2 longbow. We're almost to Vandal. Or to Ransack. We are at Vandal. I like collecting gems. Alright, we beat the troglodytes down. Now this here is a Rush Shrine. And oh look, hey, signal crystals. A pool of water. Pool of water, signal crystals. I wonder what I'm supposed to do. Now behind here is a adventurer's bag, but there's also a very nasty sonic trap, which I don't believe can be disarmed, and I don't need a glittering dust that bad. So we'll flip the switch. I just wanted to get the hidden door. I'm not too sure I can get anything higher than that. No, there's nothing else in here. Alright, so we've had kobolds and we've had troglodytes and we've had breakables. Now we're going to go further down. Ooh, a trap. Those are two separate traps, and I think the boxes only disable half of them. But that gives you half of them in columns, not rows, so it gives you a couple of clear paths to run through. I might be mistaking that with another trap, but I do know there are two trap boxes and you can get through there without injury if you bring a rogue or an artificer or someone who's splashed some such levels as that. Now we're in the spider portion of the Kobalds Blockade. We already broke the Kobalds Blockade. We're through. We're running free. Well, these fights have been really kind of manageable so far. So we got our two collectibles in the first spider room. Now we go down, 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 down. Well, see, the thing is that we're not bringing the Kobalds Blockade for us to get in. The Kobalds Blockade is not there to protect the Kobalds from us. They're all living on this side. They want to keep whatever's down here from getting out. The Coin Lords have decided that if it's making the Kobalds afraid, then maybe people should be afraid too. So we gotta find out what's past the Kobalds Blockade. I'm not going to be content to merely use them as a buffer. Although I kind of think that's what kobolds are for. You know, if you have the opportunity to stick something dangerous between, or stick something between you and it's dangerous, you take it. Now, res? Oh no. They're hobgoblins, they're just hard to see. Kobolds have pretty good hide skill, apparently. Alright, now we've discovered that what they're keeping out are hobgoblins. Hobos. And a particularly bad hobo. What is he, a slayer? Yeah, hobo slayer. Who can eat hot, arrowy death. Alright, you've done that. You've killed the gate warden. The gate opens. But before you do that, I always advise you, if you're at level and or are starting out, to hop down here and get your bonus chest. Bonus chest! Good bonus chest too. Heroic deeds and a +2 health belt. That is just a nice bit of alright. I'll throw that on the auction house. The health belt for my usual 10 plat over base, just to make sure that somebody gets a really nice item. I don't overcharge. Rings for the flexibility, you have to pay double for. So if you see something that's the base price, but almost the base price, but it ends in 10, that's probably one of my auctions. Pick it up. The quest chest, and I got a clever 2 ring. And Tales of Valor, definitely a big score. But to finish this mission, you have to approach the door to the caverns of Shaw. It's a level 4 quest, so we're going to come back to it. We're going to go ahead and recall. There's no end quest reward to get yet because we have not yet finished the chain. So you can go straight in there if you're doing the whole chain at once. The next one's 4, the final one's level 5. But I'm doing these by level. So we're going to go ahead and double recall out, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. I forget, if I change Windows, it'll stop my recall. So thanks for watching after I recall.